So, how can emerging technologies enhance the effectiveness and reach of corporate wellness initiatives? And can you give us some examples of tech innovations making a significant impact?
Again, this is a subject very close to my heart. Let me put it this way. Today, you can monitor the human body so much better than ever before. And that starts from every aspect of our human activity. I can monitor your vitals. I can monitor, almost every phone has a step counter. You can monitor how much you ran, how much you walked, how much calories did you burn, what did you eat. But in addition to that, I can also monitor whether you're feeling happy, whether you actually, your blood pressure is normal, whether your blood sugar is normal. So today, these devices are available. The challenge is not with what I can monitor. The challenges remain in the education side of it, as to people adapting them in order to ensure that they can look after their own health. And once again, I'll tell you, there has to be a conscious understanding of humans. Till most of us, till the age of 40, behave and think that we are going to be around on this planet forever. They don't recognize that once you cross your 45, 50, diseases, illnesses start creeping in. You start noticing that little stiffness in your body. You start noticing that little graying of your hair. And those things all actually are telling you that, listen, the machine is now getting old. Don't wait for it to creak and fail on you. Start monitoring it. Uh, when it comes to innovations, I'll tell you, I'm literally overjoyed to see that practically every aspect of health can be monitored today. But there is one missing link that we as AxonCare have done, and that is to actually take that data and give it to someone who will actually act on it. We built a unique health ATM. Now you might say, oh, we've seen health kiosks. Oh, we know someone who can do your blood pressure and temperature, and he can look into your eyes and send. The problem remains that as a kiosk, it is of no value. But imagine that if I have a health ATM in your company, and your employees can actually regularly spend 10 minutes at the ATM, either getting a counseling sessions or getting their full assessment once a month. Now that blood pressure will never lead to a heart attack, because the moment we know that, okay, it's now, we will not try to give you medicines, we'll try to change your lifestyle. We'll actually recognize that, oh, hang on, he's got sedentary lifestyle, he needs to do a sport now, or he needs to do XYZ, or he needs to be motivated in some other way. So those interventions can start really early. AI is playing a very significant role now in mood assessment and productivity assessment. So we're integrating those tools as well. So imagine that if you have a workplace doctor of every specialty, not just a workplace doctor for the name of it, not a doctor who merely, tries a bandage on your hand and just sends you to the hospital. That is a useless model of clinics in the corporate sector. But a clinic where you actually can go with your problem, and within the next 15 minutes your problem will get solved. Whether that's a young woman with a pregnancy who's feeling nauseous, or an old man who feels that his cardiac checkup is now due because feeling a little breathless. If all this can happen at the workplace, it is going to turn the table around. And why just at the workplace? There should be in even schools, colleges. Healthcare is not something that is different than human beings or life. So I would say that there is a lot of innovation happening. We at AxonCare are right at the forefront of it. I'm super excited that we will be able to make such a huge impact that in future companies will actually find that anyone who adapts the corporate wellness program with us will get rich dividends. They will retain the best talent. They'll have a lot of less absenteeism, a lot less sickness, a lot of happy workforce. And yes, as AI gets better and better, we'll also start motivating and enhancing the productivity of the same employees.
Okay. This concept of getting healthcare to corporate world sounds very nice. Basically, because it is focusing on the principle of prevention is better than cure. So if we are getting healthcare to corporate, we are also ensuring productivity, and that's quite an interesting perspective that you have put forth. So the leading question I would ask you regarding this is, how does AxonCare's corporate wellness program specifically address the unique health challenges that today's workforce faces?
Again, it's a very generic question, and it will be more or less what I told you earlier. First of all, I don't believe that you just need corporate wellness or school wellness. You need access to healthcare whenever you need it. It could be in your bedroom, and it could be at your workplace, or it could be. And ideally, you should not need the hospital as far as possible. That is the whole idea of preventive care. So what we've done is we've designed a very comprehensive program whereby we set up our small clinics in your companies as AxonCare. But this is actually a health ATM, and we offer you a trained attendant who actually helps to build a bridge between any specialist doctor and the patient. So imagine now I can walk into the AxonCare clinic inside your company, and I can get my cardiology opinion there, I can get my neurology opinion there, I can get my nephrology opinion there, I can get my gynecology opinion there. Suddenly, now what it is doing is it is saving a huge amount of unnecessary travel, and you're getting high quality care before the problem becomes unmanageable. And this is again, let me put it in a different way. Prevention is better than cure, but it also is extremely cheap. So if I can offer you care when you need it, if you're feeling a bit low, just walk into my clinic and we'll find you someone who will just understand what is wrong with you or counsel you or give you the right intervention. You're feeling a bit breathless. You walk into the clinic, talk with someone. It could just be simple anxiety, and we might actually help you there, or it might be something to do with a heart thing, and I'll get a cardiologist to see you there and then. So the concept of giving you healthcare is actually allowing you access through our ATM to any specialist anywhere and in any language as well. So now you can imagine I've got a company, let's say in Kenya, and I don't have any good cardiologist for the 50 miles around me. I don't have to worry. I can just set up an AxonCare clinic there, and they can take opinion from Mumbai or
Right.
Pune or Bengaluru. So why should healthcare only be local? That's a question I've never understood. Yes, intervention as it stands today will be local, but when it comes to opinion, I don't see a reason why it has to be that hyper local.
Wow. So Axon Care is also solving the issue of accessibility. That's great to know. So I would also want to ask you, how are Axon Care's philosophies different from the traditional ones?
Now, Axon Care started with the philosophy that we need to address the three A's, which are challenges in healthcare: accessibility, which is accessing a doctor; availability, which is availability of the right specialist at the right time; and affordability. If it's really expensive, no one would want to go. And a lot of people don't go to a doctor because they feel it's going to cost them a huge amount of money. And this is really true in the West more than in India. But imagine that if I actually remove the need for a physical presence of a doctor and I give you access to a doctor where whatever examination he needs can happen through the ATM, through a trained attendant, it completely changes